Paris Hilton has firmly pushed back against the notion that she is simply a nepo baby, someone who owes their success entirely to family connections and privilege. At 44 years old, the entrepreneur, media personality, and mother of two emphasizes that her billion-dollar empire spanning fashion, beauty, entertainment, and beyond is the result of her own relentless hard work and determination, rather than any inherited wealth or handed opportunities. While her family name carries significant weight in Hollywood and beyond, her parents, Rick and Kathy Hilton, have long been recognized figures in social and entertainment circles. Paris insists that her personal fortune stems from her individual efforts and entrepreneurial spirit. She points out that the iconic Hilton hotel chain, which shares her surname, was sold to a major corporation years ago and has operated as a publicly traded entity for a long time. Furthermore, when her grandfather, Baron Hilton, passed away, the vast majority of his estate, specifically 97%, was directed toward charitable causes rather than being passed down to family members or heirs. This left little in the way of direct financial inheritance for the next generation, including Paris herself. In a candid conversation, she stated clearly that she hasn't received any significant financial support from her family since turning 18. She has been working consistently since the age of 16, taking on responsibilities and building her career step by step without relying on family money to propel her forward. This work ethic, she explains, has been a cornerstone of her life and success. As a mother now herself, raising two young children, son Phoenix, aged 3 and daughter London, aged 2, with her husband of 4 years, entrepreneur Carter Riem, Paris has thought deeply about how to approach parenting in a way that balances privilege with responsibility. She and her husband frequently discuss the dangers of overindulging children, believing that excessive spoiling can ultimately harm rather than help them. Their goal is to provide their kids with a wonderful, happy life filled with opportunities, while simultaneously instilling a strong sense of work ethic and independence. They want their children to understand the value of effort and achievement, rather than assuming everything will come easily because of their parents' status. Reflecting on the role of money in life, Paris shares that financial success does bring happiness for her, but only because it has come through her own labor and perseverance. She views it as a form of freedom and empowerment. After enduring difficult experiences in her youth, including time spent in strict boarding schools, she made a personal vow to achieve such a high level of success that no one could ever control or dictate her choices again. That promise has driven her ever since, turning ambition into a powerful motivator. She acknowledges the advantages that came with growing up in a prominent family, where she was surrounded by accomplished businesspeople from whom she could learn valuable lessons about strategy, negotiation, and leadership. However, she contrasts her path with others she has observed from similar backgrounds. Individuals who never held a real job, received everything on a silver platter, and ended up feeling unfulfilled, empty, and unhappy despite their material wealth. For Paris, true satisfaction comes from earning one's place through dedication, not from passive entitlement. Over the years, Paris has transformed her public image and expanded her influence far beyond her early fame. She has cultivated a massive social media following numbering in the millions, ventured into DJing and music production, and taken on leadership roles as CEO and chairwoman of her company, 1111 Media. This multifaceted business has become a central part of her identity, encompassing content creation, branding, and various entrepreneurial projects. She has also worked to dismantle long-standing misconceptions about her personality. Many people initially perceived her as a stereotypical dumb blonde, due to her role in the early 2000s reality show The Simple Life, where she starred alongside her close friend Nicole Richie. That show catapulted her to widespread fame, but it also created a caricature that she has since actively challenged. Paris explains that she was deliberately playing a character on the show, exaggerating certain traits for entertainment value, and that she is far more intelligent, strategic, and capable than the persona suggested. She takes pride in having proven her critics wrong through her sustained success. This isn't the first time Paris has addressed the self-made versus nepo baby debate. In another high-profile interview, she boldly declared that she built her $1 billion company entirely on her own, insisting that no one has ever handed her anything meaningful in her life. Such statements have sparked mixed reactions online. Some critics argue that her family name and early visibility provided an undeniable head start, pointing to things like her fragrance line named Heiress as evidence of leveraging her heritage. Others acknowledge that while her background opened doors, she has undeniably expanded her reach through smart business decisions, relentless promotion, and adaptability.